everyone, so thanks for coming back to watch another one of my videos. Today I'm going to be speaking about the effects of weight loss surgery on PCOS. So if you're not quite sure what PCOS is, I'm just going to give you the specific description of exactly what that is to put everything into context for this video that you're about to watch. So PCOS stands for polycystic ovarian syndrome. People call it PCOS for short. And this is a hormonal disorder common among women of reproductive age. Women with PCOS may have infrequent or prolonged menstrual periods or excess male hormones, androgen levels. The ovaries may develop numerous small collections of fluid follicles and fail to release eggs regularly. So I was never really officially diagnosed with PCOS. My gynecologist just pretty much assumed that that's what I had. I had never been very regular with my periods, but it seemed to be getting worse, or it seemed to have gotten worse with my significant weight gain. And I would say I was having my periods maybe once every 4 months. It was never stable. It was never at the same time or time of the month. And I could go for several months. I think the most I went was 6 months without having my period. And she started giving me these pills. It's called the micro pill. And basically what the micro pill does is it doesn't give you estrogen, I believe. It just gives you the other hormone, which I don't remember the name of at the moment. And it just permits you to have your period. It brings on, it makes your body think that kind of like the regular pill does, kind of like you're pregnant and you stop and then it's like it makes you ovulate and have your period. And that's what that little pill was helping me get, was my period, because what she explained to me was if you're not getting your period for reasons specific, like you are doing something to stop yourself from getting your period, like taking the pill continuously, or if you have any of the other, sometimes you have the patch, or you have injections, or you have the sterilet, all those things, I'm sorry, sterilet is in French, but I don't know, it's the pin that goes inside of your cervix to stop you from having your period or getting pregnant also. All of those things, if you're not getting your period because of those reasons, she says it's fine. But if you're not getting your period because your body is not allowing you to have your period because of your weight or hormonal imbalance, it can be very bad for you. And she said if I decided to not take those pills, that I would be back in her office in a couple of years with basically uterine cancer, because my uterus wasn't working properly. So it was very important to at least induce my periods so that I could remain healthy. And I wasn't, or I'm still not at the age of getting an operation to completely remove my uterus, or to become sterile, or any other reasons why I shouldn't be having my period to be a healthy adult of 33 years old. So I was really taking those pills to get my period, and she assumed that I automatically had that disease. I know that my sister had it, and they told her that she was never going to be able to get pregnant, and she was able to, and she has a beautiful little daughter, so that worked out great for her. But even without thinking about kids, just in general health, you need to get your period. So she automatically assumed that because of my weight, it was causing a hormonal imbalance, which was making me have not get my period. So she was basically the one who, if you've looked at my previous videos, was the one who gave me the reference to get the weight loss surgery, because my family doctor had blatantly refused to give it to me. She didn't believe in it. She didn't think that it was the right way to go. And her personal beliefs thought that it was just bad for me to have weight loss surgery, so she refused. And it was my gynecologist who really said, this is probably the best option for you. If you lose weight, you will get your period and things will seem to regulate themselves. So she was the one that gave me the reference to be able to go and see a doctor. I know a lot of people do struggle with PCOS. I know a lot of women experience infertility, and it's something horrible that if you're overweight, what I'm doing this video for is to maybe give you a little bit of hope, because I would say since I've been operated on since October, I've missed my period once in January. So immediately after I was operated on in October, I seemed to get my period the next week, which a lot of people had said was normal, because seeing as how your body goes through a shock, it kind of like kickstarts itself afterwards. So a lot of people either ended up getting their period almost like the same day of following the operation, or the week after, and I ended up getting my period just the week after, which let me tell you, is just fantastic when you've just been operated on and they've taken out a part of your stomach and your body decides to feel all crampy and shitty just because all of your hormones have decided to kick in and you have your period. But I've had my period every single month about the same time of the month, besides the month of January. For whatever reason, it didn't happen. I didn't think it was a big deal, and I just told myself if I don't get my period, then for a while I'll just continue taking those pills that the doctor had told me to take. But in the end, I just never started taking them again, and my periods have come back normal, which, I mean, health-wise is a great thing, but having your period just totally sucks, especially when you have those rages of I just want to stuff food in my face, and I can't really do it because my stomach doesn't allow me to eat, one, quantity, and two, I should not be eating crap. So I find those periods a little bit harder now, but the good news is I do get my period regularly every month, which must mean that my hormonal imbalance has been fixed. And it was pretty instantaneous. It was something that happened pretty much right away, so I didn't have to wait until I lost 100 pounds and then it came back. It like really kickstarted itself right away, which was awesome. Another reason I was taking those pills, and those pills are called the micro pill. Me specifically, it was called Micronor. And another reason that I was taking them was because when I did get my period, those times when I would eventually get them by myself, I had horrible, it's not even PMS because it was really happening like 2 weeks before or a week before, about the time of ovulation. It was horrible. My heart would start beating rapidly. I would have days where I would be completely confused. I would have numbness on the left side of my body. My face often felt numb. My arm, my leg often felt numb. It's like my whole body neurologically would start to like shut down, which, I mean, it's really scary in the beginning when you're not sure, but whenever that would happen, I knew I was going to get my period. And when I spoke to my gynecologist about that, she had said, you know what, this could be linked to a hormonal imbalance, which is causing these other things to happen. So as soon as I started taking that micro pill, when it was time for me to ovulate, then those things seemed to place themselves, which is good because it's a horrible feeling. It would be massive headaches. It would be, like I said, the numbness, the heartbeat, which would be really rapid. And I would go around feeling like as if I was in a cloud. I had problems concentrating. It took me a long time to wake up. It was all things that, honestly, I would never checked out to see if it was another neurological problem, which might have been a good idea to do, but those pills seemed to fix it. So I never went further than taking those pills. And in the 6 months since I've been operated on, when I'm in my PMS period, period as in period before my period, it doesn't seem to happen anymore. I do notice that my heart sometimes does beat a little bit fast, but that was something that I've been trying to take care of for a while anyways. Everyone in my family, there's a history of rapid heartbeat, so it's something that it stands out more before my period, but it's just kind of something that is a lot better than it was. So things seem to have placed themselves really with the weight loss surgery. So anyone out there, the point of my video is to tell you that for me it worked. I can't say 100% for you because every person is different, but for me it really seemed to work. The weight loss surgery has brought back my periods, has made me, as the nurse has told me, which I'll do another video about because I finally saw the nurse and I finally saw the nutritionist, so I'll let you guys know exactly what they said. But she said after operations, once we start to lose weight, we are a lot more fertile. So people who are living with PCOS right now and you're thinking about weight loss surgery as a way to maybe in the future have kids or even just be healthier in your woman areas that aren't maybe feeling so great with the weight, there is hope. It can come back. And like my gynecologist, like the nurse told me, you have to be careful because you are a lot more fertile. So if you're not taking any kind of precautions when you get down, it's possible that you could get pregnant if you do it in the wrong times. So it's just really something to maybe look forward to and look out for if that's not in what you would like to have happen. Maybe if you already have kids or you don't want to have kids, and it's okay not to want to have kids, but just know that you will be more fertile after the operation. And if you have problems with your periods or hormonal things and balances, it should really fix itself. So that was just something that I wanted to give hope to some girls out there. Sorry guys, this is not a video for you, but maybe for your information. It really is possible for that to come back and for everything to seem to place itself again. So I'm glad that I did the operation for that, because now I know that I'm healthier. I don't have to take those pills anymore because I hate taking any kind of hormonal substitute or even getting like injections. All of those things kind of bother me psychologically. I would assume that they bother me, thinking that I have something in my body, but it will get better. The weight loss should have a huge impact on how your body functions on its regular ways of functioning. So yeah, I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of hope out there and know that it can get better with the weight loss surgery. Quick side note, I just wanted to do a little PSA. I'll be back. So for those of you out there who have a little friend, companion, house companion, just give them a big old hug. Even if they get on your nerves, even if they meow all the time, like my monster here who meows nonstop because all she can think about is going outside, and I do not want to spend 24/7 outside with her, watching her. So even if they get on your nerves, even if sometimes you just want to like strangle them, just give them a hug, because you know you love them. You know you would be sad if something were to happen, and random things can happen. She loves to lick. So just give them a big old hug. Even if you want to strangle them, just let them know that you love them too, because we're sad when they're gone. So that's today's video. I really hope that, like I said, anyone who's struggling with PCOS, it might give you hope if you're looking into weight loss surgery. And I hope, honestly, that this fixes it for you, and that if your goal is to have children, that you are able to do so. But remember, you have to wait 1 year, about 1 year, check with your doctors, but for me it's 1 year. You have to wait 1 year before trying, just because your body is adapting. You're still not eating big enough portions, so if you were to get pregnant, it's not super healthy. So just make sure that you check that out, and if you were to get pregnant, just to make sure you have a very close follow-up, just to make sure, can I say it again, that everything goes well. So thank you guys for joining me again. Like I said, my next video is going to be about my nutritionist visit with the nurse that I saw for my 6-month update. That should be coming up soon. And if you have any comments, please share below. If you liked, you know where to click, and please subscribe if you would like to continue watching my videos, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.